Welcome back. We are still discussing effects of subsidy removal on Nigerians. Definitely there are implications of subsidy removal. Mention some of them.
Okay, thank you. The ripple effects of subsidy removal are obvious. They are glaring.
In our eyes, yes.
The government cannot pay deaf ear to it.
As white crystal.
I think some of the challenge, I think the problem I have with the government is this. Those people closer to the government are not sincere to the government. And we have 3 tiers of government. We have the federal, we have the state, and we have the local government. But you see, most of the times, meetings with the presidents in the Aso Rock is always with the governors. The local government chairmen have been left behind. And these are the people who are closer to the people more.
Exactly.
They feel the pain of these people. Those at the state are not closer to the grassroots, especially those at the rural areas. They are not closer to them. So I would think we spent a lot of time, they kept Nigerians, we were waiting, we were very curious to see the unfoldings, the unveiling of the ministers that are going to work with our president. And later, we could see the names of the shortlisted ministers that have been screened. It's okay, but why not? Why the president should also get closer, should get a contact of this local government chairman, so that he can also get a genuine feedback. What we have there is hype men. You are doing well, Your Excellency.
Yes,
whereas it's not praises. Doing well. He's not doing well. Because everywhere people are groaning, they are bleeding, because the cost of commodities in the market have skyrocketed. The prices have gone up. So I think the government should do something fast. And then back to the questions. What are the effects of subsidy removal? Of course, there is going to be high rates of crime. There is going to be a lot of thefts. There is going to be a lot of kidnapping. The rate at which people are being kidnapped is going to go up. And then people are going, the poverty level is going to increase. The poverty index. Of course. The poverty index is going to increase. I won't be surprised at the end of this year if the Bureau of Statistics
unemployment will also increase, because some companies
is able to give us statistics of people who are living in poverty, And just like you have said, unemployment will go up because industries will start looking for how to cut down costs. So by cutting down costs, you cut down the cost of operations, you cut down the cost of productions. So these are certain things. These are signals. These are the negative signals, the impact of subsidy removal that we are going to experience if nothing is done urgently to curb the adverse effects of subsidy removal.
Well, just for clarity, we have already mentioned some of this. He said, what are the advantages and disadvantages of this subsidy removal?
Okay, the advantage, like our president has earlier said, he says government have not been able to save some funds. But you see, the money they've saved so far from the removal of subsidy, we've not seen the positive impact on the lives of the citizens. If removal of subsidy has positive impact as it stands, we should have been able to see it, should have been glaring. But for now, we not feel the impact, the positive and economic impact of subsidy removal. So he said they've saved they've saved money, about 400 billion, from what he said. So what are they doing with from July till now? I think the money they ought to have saved should be enough to start doing something on our refineries. Because we cannot be depending on, we cannot fold our arms, because the federal government is relying on Dangote refinery. This is a woman, this is an individual that want to open a refinery. He's going to do it at his own space. He needs funds. You are not giving him money, except there are secret money they are giving him and we don't know. You are not giving him money, so he's going to work at his own space. But in the lives of the citizens is urgent. The situation is critical. We need an urgent response. We need an urgent intervention. We cannot wait. He told us July. Up to now, he has not commenced operation. Now, this one, like I said, the one of Port Harcourt refinery said December. How are we? Is it feasible? How are we so sure that in that December? There is how long we can bear. We can tolerate these two.
So invariably, there are more disadvantages than advantages of this fuel removal and subsidy.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you. There are more disadvantages because people are hungry. Some company that didn't want to close up, they are doing skeletal jobs. Some come today, some won't come tomorrow, and that is going to affect the productions,
and
affect our economy, and so many things. So, like we said earlier, our president with his team will have put certain things down before the pronouncement, because they didn't even allow him to drop that microphone from that statement before people start acting.
The oil
so all these things will have been put in place. I agree with him that even other presidential candidates during their campaign also made similar, statement that subsidy must go. But I'm sure they have things they will have done before removing the subsidy. It's not just coming for the first day, subsidy is gone, and here we are. Nothing is done. The masses are really feeling it. Our president should really look at it holistically. If you are not able to fill our refineries, you're going to increase the salaries of people, all this minimum wage, all this also way. I think this is also part of things that the Labour are also fighting for. So let's look at it now while we are still working on trying to fix our refineries and stop this fuel importation. For crying out loud. We have the crude and yet we send them crude and still import fuel. It doesn't really make sense. Some individuals have enjoyed so much on this. Let's do the right thing. We'll take a break now. Vivid View, say and do it. Welcome back. We are still discussing effects of subsidy removal on Nigerians. This takes me to the next question, Baba, Felix. Are there some interventions made by the government to lessen the impact of this subsidy removal? Or are they effectively implemented? That's another question. Or is it really working? I mean, is it working? Is there any intervention at all? Is it working?
For now, as it stands, there is no intervention.
No tangible intervention
by the federal government. Yes. And that is why I said earlier that the federal government wasn't ready for the decision he took. I think our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, His Excellency, is the first president to be able to remove subsidy successfully. Every other president we've had going down the memory lane tried, but it failed. For now, there is no intervention.
I wouldn't want to believe some of the stories that are flying in the social media that is trying to reconsider if we bring it back.
I saw it.
So I don't know whether that's true. That is what I say, because it's not confirmed. I wouldn't say it here. But actually, yes, that we'll give to him for that boldness. But that's not where it stops. We need to consider what's going to affect on the life of people. It's not just for us to say that President Tinubu is bold to stop it. It's going to stop there because it's causing more hardship to people than what he intended. Yes, his intention was that this money, some people, few individuals are really pocketing it in the name of subsidy. That is true. But it doesn't stop there. So I think there's no tangible intervention that one can really see as far as this is concerned.
I agree with you. For now, there is no substantial approach or intervention taken by the federal government to cushion the effect
because sharing 80,000 naira of some families and whatever, I don't know whether that has started. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to work. Because even the last regime, 5,000, they said they share. I have not had any more than I said. I got 5,000 naira from the last regime. And I felt that our president now come to add 3,000 on top of 5,000 naira to see so that his own will be 8,000. And yet, I've not had. I hope it's not going to start that, because that's also another wastage. Because I do not know the criteria they're going to use to be able to know the families that are and which area are you going to face. All the states in Nigeria, all the local governments in Nigeria. So how do you really determine the family that needs this, and how are you going to do that? So you find out that that's why I said I believe and have not seen a tangible, intervention from government from this subsidy removal. We'll take a break now and then we'll enter question and answer session. Vivid View. See and do.